Well, hello and welcome to Oxford's Freshest Freshers quiz. We are so happy that you're tuning in this evening. My name is Chris, and I'm a member of the Oxford Christian Union, and I help run Oxford Big Questions, and that we are hosting the event this evening. I'm just going to give a quick run through of how this evening is going to look. Hopefully, you should currently be in a Zoom breakout room. Hopefully, you have been introduced to your team captain. Hopefully, there are fellow members of your college in that breakout room who you've been able to chat with and get to know briefly. Well, hopefully by the end of today's quiz, you will all know each other a lot better, and you'll hopefully know a lot more about various random trivia facts, because after all, that's what quizzing is about. Yeah, so to the structure of the quiz, I'm getting ahead of myself. There's going to be 5 rounds. The first round is going to be Oxford trivia. The second round is going to be animals. The third round is going to be dingbats. And then we'll have a little interlude, and then we'll be straight back into the questions. And we'll have a geography round, and we'll have a picture round to cap it all off. As I said at the beginning, my name is Chris. I will be one of your hosts for this evening. And I'm also going to be joined by Anna, who will also be hosting this evening. I'm now just going to hand over to her briefly to just explain the instructions for how it's going to work. And then I'm going to see you again in a couple minutes for round 1, Oxford Trivia. Hopefully this evening is great fun. Try your best. Hope that you win. But yeah, see you in a bit.
Hello and welcome also from me to Oxford's Freshest quiz. My name is Anna and I'm going to be a second year at Regent's Park College and I do PPE. As Chris already said, there will be 5 rounds in total. After each round, you will have a bit of time to discuss and decide on your final answers. What is waiting at the end? Obviously, every good quiz has to have an amazing prize. Each team member of the winning team will be delivered an individual G&D's vouchers in Freshest Week. G&D's is an amazing local ice cream and coffee shop. I absolutely love to go there, and I'm sure all of you freshers will love it too as soon as you tried it once. That is some good motivation, I think, to give your all. But also the second and third team will be delivered small edible treats in Freshest Week. There's also something waiting for the second and third team. Your team captain should have access to the answers document where you can submit your answers. So make sure you have that ready. And please submit your answers for each round at the end of the round and not at the very end of the quiz, because we are going to mark your answers as we go through, so please submit your answers to the round after each round. And then the winner will be announced live tonight, very shortly after the quiz. That's all I have to say for the introduction. Have fun, enjoy yourself, and let's get started. Over to Chris for the first round.
Well, hello and welcome everyone to round 1 of the Oxford's Freshest quiz. I can't wait to get started here. Please just listen carefully to the instructions for this round, because it may be slightly different to quizzes you've done in the past. Basically, there are going to be 11 questions on this round, and I'm going to read each question once, and I'm not going to read the multiple choice answers, but they are going to appear on the screen, hopefully below me. And then I'm going to rattle through the questions quite quickly, and then you're going to have 5, 6, 7, maybe 7 minutes in your teams of just a time of discussion to discuss the answer, to see what you've done. So that's how it's going to work, because I don't want you looking at me the whole time. We want this to be a team effort, team collaboration. And one piece of advice for this round: probably choose someone on your team to note down the multiple choice answers for each question, because you're only going to see them once, and once you're in that discussion time, there's no rewinding back, there's no going back, they're gone. So yeah, maybe chat amongst yourselves for 5-10 seconds and decide on who's going to be the scribe, so to speak. Maybe your team captain can do that, and then we'll get cracking. But I'll give you 10 or so seconds, and then we'll get straight into it. Round 1, Oxford Trivia. Question 1. How old is Oxford University? Question 2. Which college in Oxford allegedly has the tallest tree? Question 3. J.R.R. Tolkien studied at which Oxford college? Question 4. What was the name of the tortoise that won the 2019 Corpus College tortoise race? Question 5. Oxford has the world's first public museum. Which museum is it? And for a bonus mark, what year is it believed to have been opened in? Question 6. Under which English monarch were the books of the Bodleian Library burnt? Question 7. Alice Liddell, who served as inspiration for the character of Alice in Lewis Carroll's Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, was the daughter of the dean of which college? Question 8. What is the name of the architect who designed the Sheldonian, among other buildings? Question 9. Oxford's motto is the opening line to which Bible psalm? Question 10. What is the largest bookshop in Oxford? So large it got in the Guinness World Book of Records. And question 11. What is the name of the hidden area on the River Cherwell where Oxford dons used to bathe naked? Allegedly. Great. Well, that's all 11 questions for round 1, Oxford Trivia. You're now going to have 5 or so minutes in your teams to chat among yourselves, decide on your final answers, and then we'll be back and I'll see you again for round 2.
Wow, there are a lot of random facts about Oxford, aren't there? The second round will be less specific about Oxford. It will be about animals. So I hope all of the animal lovers are ready for their round. So how this round will work is that you will be shown a picture of an animal and there will be 4 answers to choose from. So it's a multiple choice round. And then you have to guess the answer, or hopefully you know it. And there will be 10 questions in total. Have fun.
What a great round that animal round was. Thank you so much, Anna, for putting that together. There were some really cute animals there, and also some not so cute ones too. But moving on, round 3, it's the dingbat round. Now, what is a dingbat, you may be asking? And I once asked myself the same question. But basically, a dingbat is a visual representation of a verbal phrase. That may not mean much to you. So let's just look at an example together. On your screen now, you should see a visual image, a graphic. And I wonder, do you know what phrase this represents? Well, if you said or thought first aid, then that's correct. This image represents the words first aid. And I hope your brains are whirring and you can see how you get the words first aid from this image over here. But that is basically how dingbats work. And so in this round, you're going to see 5 dingbats. There will be 45 seconds per dingbat before it moves on to the next one. And then at the end of the round, you'll have 2 minutes, a couple of minutes to just discuss among yourselves and iron out any disagreements over what they mean. It's 2 points for each correct dingbat. So yeah, let's get on with the show. Round 3, the dingbat round. Well, we've just had the dingbat round. I hope you enjoyed that. But yes, we're now about halfway through the quiz and we're now just going to take a short interlude. I thought it would just be useful to explain a little bit more about who it is that is hosting the quiz and why we're hosting the quiz. As I said at the beginning, my name is Chris. I'm a member of the Oxford Christian Union and I help run Oxford Big Questions, who are hosting the quiz this evening. Now, what is the Oxford Christian Union? You might ask. And it's a very valid question. And to put it simply, the Oxford Christian Union is a community of students who love Jesus and want to make him known. We believe that the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus, as recorded in the Bible, is not only a historical reality, but a really relevant truth. And in fact, we believe that this truth is so relevant and so reliable that it can shed a light on some of life's biggest questions. And that's why we run Oxford Big Questions. We explore questions that touch on who we are, why we're here, what our purpose is, on life. Really big questions. Just to give you a flavour, in the past we've looked at questions such as, am I just my brain? Mental health, is Christianity a help or a harm? And can we have Martin Luther King's dream without his faith? Really big questions, really relevant questions, and questions that we believe the Christian faith can provide an answer to. But it's true, isn't it, that in a world full of questions, and in a world where so many people maybe claim to have the answers, it's not always answers that we're looking for. It goes without saying that this year has been an incredibly tough year for everyone. As we've seen, we live in a broken world. There is a lot of suffering and tragedy, and it can be tough sometimes. And sometimes we don't necessarily want answers. What we really want is we want friendship, we want community, we want family, we want a listening ear and a helping hand. And if you can relate to that, I'd love to encourage you to try church. I know that's a bold thing maybe to suggest if you've never been to church before. But as a Christian Union, we believe that church is one of the biggest blessings that you can, one of the best places you can attend, can be one of the biggest blessings in your life. And if you've never tried it before, we'd love to invite you to try church. We're now just going to show you a short video detailing some people's experiences of trying church for the first time at Oxford. And then after that, we're going to go straight back into the quiz. But thanks for listening to me just explain a little bit more about who we are and what we do. Let's listen to the video, and then good luck with the rest of the quiz.
When I was at school, I kind of dabbled in the church scene.
Did I go to church when I was growing up? No, I didn't, and none of my family are Christian.
Did you go to church when you were growing up? Yes. So my parents brought me to Sunday school when I was growing up.
I did go to church growing up. From literally as early as I can remember, I went to church because all my family are Christians.
After one of those random, fresher organised club nights, I was talking to someone and we had this revelation that we're both Christians, and he was going to St Aldate's, so I just on the first Sunday went to St Aldate's.
I met a friend who was on the same course as me, who I quickly found out was a Christian, and one day he invited me along to a talk at his church, and I thought, well, I may as well go along and at least try it out. And yes, I went along to this talk, and then he invited me along to various other things, and I gradually went to more and more things.
The curate at my home church, he actually went to Oxford, and so he suggested to me to go to St Aldate's when I started.
The thing that really surprised me when I first went to church was how normal it seemed. I think I had built up a kind of stigma in my mind that it must be some weird thing. But yeah, everyone was really nice and really welcoming, and I didn't feel at all out of place there.
Going to church felt a bit like going home, strangely. I think I met so many people who treated me as family, who showered me with so much love and care.
Church had a massive impact on my life. I've actually ended up staying around in Oxford after my degree to work in the church that I started going to.
It's also really impacted my life because for the first time in my life I've had friends my own age who are Christians, which has been really, really nice too.
I would 185% recommend everyone should try church.
I definitely say if you're thinking about going to church or trying church, you 100% should.
Just come with your questions, come as you are, come and see for yourself who God claims to be, and test those claims for yourself. I think there's no harm, no loss in coming and giving it a shot. And there might even be free snacks.
I'd say, yeah, definitely try church, because I would have thought I would be the last person in the world to end up becoming a Christian and making this video, but it really surprised me what happened when I tried church.
Wow, that was so great to hear. Honestly, I can only recommend going to church in Oxford, whether you've gone to church every single Sunday for your whole life, or whether you've never been inside a church. I know it can be quite daunting to try out something new, but why not give it a go? I'm pretty sure you won't regret it. But we will move on to round 4 now. And this is the geography round. If you have a geography student in your team, lucky you, it will work as follows. I will read out each question. There will be a mix of multiple choice and just single answer questions. And then you will have a bit of time to decide on your final answer. So, question 1. How many US states begin with the letter A? How many US states begin with the letter A? Please write down the number of states and also their names. Second question. What is the highest mountain in the UK and how high is it? What is the highest mountain in the United Kingdom and how high is it? So please give the name and the height. Number 3. Which city was formerly called New Amsterdam? Which city was formerly called New Amsterdam? Number 4. On the London Tube network, which is the only station to begin with the letter I? On the whole London Tube system or network, which is the only station to begin with the letter I? Number 5. I hope I pronounced the name correctly. I asked my Welsh friend how to pronounce it, so fingers crossed. Abertawe is the Welsh name for which city? Abertawe, oh, I hope I don't embarrass myself here, is the Welsh name for which city? Okay, next question, number 6. This is going to be a multiple choice question. What is the longest name of a town in Europe? What is the longest name of a town in Europe, of a real town? So you have here 3 possible answers. I won't read them out to you, because I would definitely fail to do that. So which of these 3 ones is the final answer, is the correct answer? Number 7. Which of these places is the lowest below mean sea level? Which of these 3 places is the lowest below mean sea level? Is it A, the Dead Sea, B, the Death Valley, or C, the Grand Canyon? Number 8. Dracula famously lived in the region of Transylvania. But in what country would you now find his castle? Dracula lived in the region of Transylvania. In which country would you now find his castle? Number 9. Which country grows the most potatoes per annum? Which country grows the most potatoes per annum? And the final question, if you walked from Oxford to the other place, aka the Tats, aka Cambridge, with an average speed of 5 kilometers per hour, without any breaks, and you took the most direct path, how long would it take you? Please give your best guess. I will read out the question one more time. If you walk from Oxford to the other place with an average speed of 5 kilometers per hour and without any brakes, and you took the most direct path, how long would it take you? Great, you will now have a bit of time to discuss your answers.
Well, you've made it to the final round of the Oxford's Freshest Freshers quiz. It's of course the picture round. Now this round will be multiple choice. You will be shown a selection of pictures from across Oxford University. You will need to decide what these pictures are describing. The pictures will flash up on your screen, and there'll be multiple choice options as well. There'll be 10 questions in this round. It's the final round, so give it your best effort. I'll see you after the round. Just wrap everything up. But yes, the picture round. Well, congratulations. That is the end of the Oxford's Freshest quiz. I hope you had a really great time this evening. Just hang on just a couple more minutes because we will be announcing the winners live today. In about 5 minutes, we're going to bring everyone back into the main Zoom call and we'll announce the winning team. And as Anna said at the beginning, the winning team will get G&D's vouchers delivered to them when they arrive in Oxford. It's a really great ice cream coffee shop, so those will be really great. Congrats to the winning team. Just 2 more notices from me. One, perhaps lots of what you heard this evening you heard for the first time. Perhaps you've never even thought about the person of Jesus. Perhaps some of what was said on the Try Church video really intrigued you. Well, if that's you, I'd encourage you, get involved, explore more about the Christian faith. How about you try church when you start at Oxford this coming term? And maybe you've got really big questions. Maybe you think Christianity really can't stand up to scrutiny. Maybe you've just got questions about life and faith that you haven't seen any answers to. Well, if that's you, I'd encourage you, get involved with Oxford Big Questions. This term is all about exploring what your big questions are and seeing whether the Christian faith can answer your big questions. So search us up on Facebook, Oxford Big Questions. We're taking submissions of all your questions and then we're going to try and put together some really great content to answer and explore those questions over the course of this term. So please look us up. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. Please look us up there. That is all from me. As I said, 5 minutes time, we'll bring everyone back into the main Zoom call to announce the winners. If you can't hang on for that long, don't worry, but if you can, it would be great to see you. But yes, that's it from me. I hope you had a really great evening tonight. Thank you to Anna for hosting with me. Thank you to Naomi for editing the video. And yeah, thanks to all the team captains for running the breakout rooms. And thank you to you guys for coming along. I've really enjoyed making this. I hope you've enjoyed participating and being a part of this. So yes, that's all from me. Maybe see you in 5 minutes. But yes, good night.